Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are catching up, believe it or not, I'm bringing it back, my memory planner. So this was my memory planner, or is, for 2023. I did so well with it for about half the year, and then I slipped off in like the summer. So like June, July, August are all empty. But we're gonna play catch up because I can't go back and tell all the stories again because let's be honest, things have failed me. These are ones I've done. So we are picking up with the month of November, and I've already printed out my photos. So these will start doing November, and then I have December daily. But let's catch up here first. So I've already pulled the pages out. So we're working on November 13th through the 19th, and these are with these photos. And then the following week with these photos. So I'll set these aside. We are going to be working with the beautiful Cocoa Daisy Silent Night collection, which is available now. I am working with the Memory Keeping Sticker Kit, which has all of these gorgeous blues, purples, stars and snowflake collection. And I got a good alpha, so there's tons of things to use in this kit. I've also pulled out the rub-ons, which are fantastic. Always love a good rub-on. The enamel hearts. I have the chipboard. I may stay away from the dimensional things because those are always hard, but definitely the flatter items for my memory planner. I have a whole playlist. Hopefully I'll remember to leave it linked down below for all the previous ones because I have completed a memory planner for the last 5 years. Ever since I became a mom, my memory planner my first year was the only documenting I did as a new mom. So I've loved the project. I've slipped off a little bit, but I'm returning to it, and we're going to catch up with 2 weeks right now together using these gorgeous products. I'll leave them linked down below. And what else do I have on my desk from the collection? I also have these beautiful labels, which actually, let's be honest, could come in handy. And I do have the rest of the memory keeping cards that I have not used yet. And I do have some of the 6x8 pattern papers in case, you know, my style is always usually to cover up this margin side. Sometimes because I need it to coordinate with the rest of it, and it's always a good way to add some pattern paper. So I have this on the side as well in case we just have some spots we need to kind of cover up and keep it going. You know what I mean? So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. My name is Ty, and I do all sorts of memory keeping from 6x8, 12x12 pages, memory planner, and traveler's notebooks. So if you enjoy spending time with me, please consider subscribing. Let's get started, my friends. Okay, so it feels so good to get back into my memory planner. So I hope to complete out November because we're catching up on November. And I still don't know if I'm going to go back and do December, but I am using the fantastic papers from the 6x8 Modern Memory Keeping set and then the Memory Keeping sticker kit. These are all kits available in the shop, and I will link them down below. When I printed my collage of photos, it was using my handy dandy app called Moldiv. I know I've mentioned it here on my channel in the past, and it was just the 8 quad photo, and then I just went back in my phone starting with the date of the week that we were looking at, and was able to pick out a few photos that would kind of highlight the week for me. For this one, I wanted to stay more on the blue tone. So as I'm looking at the stickers, you know, the ones that had more blue, I was leaning towards more first. And then just kind of arranging them as they kind of fit. A little bit was a little serendipity, you know, like just, oh, that worked. Okay, let's keep on going. And oh, that fits right there. Okay, let's keep on going. Because I'm a little bit out of my groove, but I did have my whiteout out, ready to go. So the close-ups of this you'll see my journaling isn't done yet because I always like to have just the kind of a layout as inspiration for, you know, my subscribers. And when you see it on Instagram, that way you can screenshot it and envision your own photos with the same products and not mind, you know, how I write or what I write on there. So that's just the reason why you won't see the journaling on it. But when I flip through, the journaling will be complete. So the rub-ons too in these kits, if you haven't, you know, I used to think rub-ons were such an old school kind of thing, but really 49 and Market has been banging them out of the park, and Cocoa Daisy as well. These were easy, you know, to do. they didn't really skip, and they allow you to go back if you needed to. So I find that great. And, it was just easy application. I just always remember them being such a dry, hard thing that you had to like, varnish your page so hard to make it work. These were very effortless. So just a note to yourself about it. So as I look at layout design, when I anchored on the left side with the pattern paper, I always try to do something similar with a lot of occupied pattern paper, which is why I selected that navy rectangles, sticker for the opposite side. I just feel like it always gives weight. And when I'm looking at it too, I have like 2 photo clusters per page. So, obviously 1 and 2, and then across the top on the right side, and then the bottom. Just kind of design wise always looks balanced to me, so that you don't just see all my photos on one side or the other. But that is a design thing as well. So it's just kind of where the layout was taking me. So a little bit about the photos. So Valentina had, the month of November is pretty much Valentina's month. Her birthday is at the end of November. It was the Friday after Thanksgiving. So of course, like, it's hard to kind of celebrate at that time. We had her birthday party scheduled the week before, and then the week before that, which is this weekend, one of my aunties wanted to take her and the cousins out for the day because she was missing the birthday party and still wanted to do something special with Valentina. So you let her. So it was like cousin day. And then that same week, Valentina's gift from us was she wanted a bunk bed. I know this is like so random. She's the only child, but she wanted a bunk bed. And she wanted it to look like a house bunk bed. So that was the week I was able to schedule, because Lord knows I can't put together a bunk bed by myself, but we have a handyman that we call on regularly. So he came over, we did the bunk bed, I surprised her. And then that week, she also had like a kindergarten performance. So that's one of the photos. Then my front desk girl got married that week. And then the same weekend, it was her birthday party. So my front desk lady missed the birthday party to get married. Oh, darn, And I've known her for like 5 years. She's worked with us since the beginning. So it was very nice that she's married. And then I just did a selfie on the bottom with Moana, my doxy. And then the last photo was the announcement for making the Colorcast design team. I have a few design teams that I'm on next year, so it's really exciting. And I just definitely have to get good at planning and sketching and having, batch content days is how I call it, where, I can film everything one day and edit one day and take photos one day, because sometimes it's intimidating work. And so then these alphas, back to the layout, these alphas are part of the kit as well, the sticker kit, and they were the perfect size to make some titles on my page. So I used them for this one. So I wrote birthday party, and then on this side I'm going to write bunk bed. I think I just write bunk beds, but I was trying to fit surprise, but it was too many letters for surprise. But definitely want to mark that this is her gift for the week. And I do use these alphas, ooh, pardon me, on the next page as well for a few titles for the next week's photos as well. Oh, I put bunk bed gift, so not surprised. So that one worked out great. Then similar on the next page, it's pretty much a similar layout. Hate to tell you, just because I think keep it simple in the beginning while I get my wheels greased again on how to do these layouts. So this time though, I lean more towards all the purple colors in the collection. So here I am once again, anchoring down that left side. And that left side is usually just either dot grid or space to write like a to-do list or goals. And in a memory planner, I never really use it. Sometimes I will put a story in that side, but these 2 times, like I said, this was just kind of my go-to layouts when getting started again. So similarly, I used the stickers, I anchored them down, a few rub-ons get used here, a few quotes, and the title pieces again. The only thing I did different on this one, you'll see coming up, is for a few of the photos, in order because there was a whole sheet of labels. I put a few labels under photos that I will go back and hopefully write what the photo was about, like with one word. And so similarly here, I borrowed her cousin again because she lives close and they're similar in age, so it's great to kind of pick her up from my cousin's house and have a sleepover. So we had a sleepover this weekend, and then a picture of me in Starbucks. I think that may have been one of my, nah, I don't know if it was my first holiday drink, but it could have been. Maybe that's why it's a selfie. And then it was her school science fair. What else do I have photos of? Oh, December Daily got delivered. That's the bottom right corner picture. So December Daily package arrived, and then we went to Hobby Lobby and picked out our holiday ornaments for the year. Once I'm the type, the earlier the better at Hobby Lobby because they're in stock and not broken. Yes, I bought ornaments probably on November 23rd. They were in the aisles, and me and Valentina picked out what represented our year. That's always our theme. And then the big news on this week is that Valentina was learning to ride her bike for the past 2 weeks. And on that weekend, on the Saturday, she finally, got rode her bike on two wheels. She was doing the balance bike thing for about 2 weeks. We took the pedals off her bike. And man, what a proud moment. And Miguel was home and she finally got it and she pedaled. And man, she bike ride outside for like 3 hours that Saturday. I couldn't get her to come back inside. She was so proud. The next day, because her bike that she learned on was very itty bitty, so the next day I took her to get a big girl bike. So she's in an 18-inch wheel bike now, little Huffy from Walmart. So she was super proud. So that was like the big event that occurred that week too. So it's perfect because I think this was like right before her birthday, or no, was it on her birthday? Gosh, everything's blurring together, I tell ya. Yeah, because this was her birthday week. Yeah, so she learned like right before her birthday. It was like the perfect thing once she learned it that day. I remember texting the family, telling my sisters and all the aunties and cousins and stuff that she learned. And I think it was like the next day she turned 6. So it was like, I was like, she's fine. She can turn 6 now. She hit a milestone, So yeah, so what did I write? I'm looking over. So 2-wheel bike now, yes. And then the other side, I just write prima, which is just cousin in Spanish. So that just indicates the sleepover that we had. So yeah, guys, seeing those are the labels too. So like I said, similar, but a little different. Still using the same elements, the same 2 kits. I'm trying to think if I'm going to use these kits still to finish out the November, or maybe play with other products, because I haven't played with products in a while in my memory planner, so we'll see what happens. But I'm so happy to get back into it. I am doing this project in 2024, so you will be seeing memory planning videos from me in the future. I will usually always have about 2 layouts per video. I just feel like that makes it a little bit more substantial and worth your time to watch, rather than me just doing one layout. However, though, let me know if you only want one layout. They will be shorter videos and probably out a bit sooner. Either way works for me. So yeah, I'm back in my memory planner, folks. I'm so excited. These layouts turned out really cute too. Okay, that will wrap up these 2 layouts in my memory planner. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is a classic size, in case you were wondering. I did used to do the big. I've done classic, so I go back and forth between the both. So this one, we kept it more on the blue side. The next one was more on the purple. Love all the elements. I'm actually really liking this alpha text. I sometimes don't always use the alpha because I feel like there's never enough letters, but this one came with a good quantity of like the vowels that we always run out of, A, E, I, O, and the U's. So I got to do all my titles, which I rarely do. And that came out great. And then use those little stickers too for the prompt. So I'll go back in and do all of my journaling. And then for the purpley one, the next week, love the cluster 2. I love the purple elements, and the rub-ons work so good. If you haven't tried their rub-ons, definitely give them a try. And then did a few of those little prompt stickers as well, and added in those labels on this one. I don't think I added labels over here. Yeah, so the labels were over here, but that way I can just write like science fair, my holiday drinks, milestone, and then coloring I wanted to write there too. So we will have that there. 2 layouts in the month, 2 weeks in the month of November. I will be back with the next 2, so that way November is mostly complete. And we'll see if I do December. December's always iffy for me because I do December daily, but there are a lot of other everyday stories that's why I like this project that I keep in here. So just things that may have happened. I know I'm the type of person, my phone's always on me. I take tons of pictures. So if something spills or something breaks, I also take pictures of that stuff just because I like to remember who did it, who done it. And I send it to Daddy when he's not around at the house. So those are those everyday things that kind of can go in here in my memory planner, at least for me and my project. So I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. I hope you have some inspiration to do memory planning for the upcoming year. And until next time, everyone, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and until next time.